All right, it looks like we are live. What is going on, boys and girls? Lee Sanders here of the RCWR show. Y'all got to forgive me as I'm coming at you all live. Well, those of you that's checking this out live right now, you know it's live right now, but I do appreciate those of you that's going to be checking this out on demand. A little bit of a shakeup for this broadcast as I'm coming to you on location. I am at work, and yes, I did check out the fight. Of course, I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather taking on Connor McGregor in one of the most anticipated fights, a dream matchup for a lot of people that they didn't think would happen, but it finally went down. We heard about the rumblings of this bout for months, and then the fuel just got added to the fire. Everything just finally got finalized. About what it feels like almost 3 months ago that we heard the date of this fight, but we didn't think that it was going to happen, but it happened. So I'm not going over the entire fight card with you all, but I do want to just specifically talk about the fight itself and the fight only. So if there's a lot of action that you guys had missed other than the McGregor taking on Mayweather fight, I don't know, maybe ESPN is going to be your best bet in the morning. But I just want to specifically talk about this fight. So off the break, I got to say, I did not honestly believe this fight was going to go 12 rounds because there was a big part of me that honestly felt that if this fight did in fact go 12 rounds, then in some shape or form, it was going to be a tremendous disappointment for not just Floyd Mayweather's fans. I would imagine it would sting a little bit for Floyd Mayweather, but more so for the boxing community as a whole, because here you have this man, say what you will, you can say he's 40 years of age. Me personally, I'm tired of hearing that number being thrown around. I get it as far as boxing years go. These guys start off young. They pretty much start off when they're like a teenager, fresh out of high school or whatever. And by the time you get to 40, I get it. In the boxing world, that's basically like 55. And I get that. But me personally, and I don't know how many of you all would personally agree, but I'm tired of that bullshit about, 40. The number one thing I just kept saying to myself was, okay, Floyd hasn't boxed in 2 years. How is he going to be going into this bout? Is he going to be extremely rusty, or what? What type of Floyd are we going to get that's going to show up in this bout? That was honestly my main question. That was my main concern. But had Floyd allowed this match to go to the 12th round, I definitely feel for the boxing community as a whole, it would have been a disappointment, because here you have this young man in a Connor McGregor in his mid to late 20s, first boxing match, first official boxing match, and it doesn't get any bigger than this, right? For him to come in here and make it 12 rounds, it's almost kind of like a Rocky Balboa type of moment, if you will. Of course, I'm talking about the first Rocky. Everybody remembers the first Rocky movie, right? Nobody thought Rocky Balboa stood a chance against Apollo Creed, but he went through all of those damn rounds, man. So, for me, I just said off the break, no, there's no way this fight is going to go to the 12th round. It did not go into the 12th round. Floyd Mayweather winning via knockout with a minute 33 left in the 10th round. You almost had to blink. Or actually, if you blink, you might have missed it, because it's kind of like, wait, what's going on? And you see the referee, he jumps in there. I got to tell you, when these two men had first boxed one another, it felt like a filling out process. And I think a lot of you guys that had watched the bout would agree with me. I mean, you see Floyd Mayweather, he's coming in there, little tap, little 1-2, couple of punches with the left, right fist. And you're kind of going, okay, that's nice, that's cute and all. What are we doing? Dancing? Are we doing an edition of Dancing with the Stars? Boxing edition? The hell are we doing here? Let's get to it already. And you see Connor in those early rounds really kind of seemed as though Connor was trying really hard to get the right type of footing, trying to figure out the right type of groove, pace in this match. Definitely, I would say in the first 5 rounds, it really felt as though both men were really filling each other out. And one of the biggest trepidations I had about this bout was for all the hype, for all the pay-per-view buys, for all of the expensive seats. I mean, seats were going for like $3,500 there if you had the money to blow and could be there in attendance. You know, it's like if it would have gotten up to round 6, 7, and these guys are just dancing around each other in freaking circles, just boop, 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 backing away. One of the biggest trepidations I had was that there was going to be a serious backlash from those in attendance, definitely from those on social media. But guess what? The fighters aren't able to, at that point in time, read what people are saying on social media. They're definitely feeding off of the crowd reactions in attendance. So luckily, it really did not get to that point where the fans were like, this bout is some BS, what the hell. But you did feel, I know I felt it personally by the 6th round. I'm going, okay, I'm feeling antsy. I need to see some like serious punches already. What's going on here? And I tell you, after I would say honestly, after round 4, it really kind of felt as though Floyd kind of went, you know what? I'm done playing with this kid. I've played around with him a bit, try to see what he's about. You know what? I've given the people their money's worth. I've entertained them long enough. Now it's time to finally wind this down. Now it's time to finally go on ahead, call it a day already. That's the vibe I was getting from Floyd, because as long as I've been watching Floyd over the years, I saw something in him tonight that I normally have not seen in his boxing career, which is normally during his bouts, he's very reserved. Without a shadow of doubt, Floyd Mayweather is one of the most technical guys, technical defensive guys that you'll come across that will freaking, you know, he's one of the most defensive fighters, period. And there's no disputing about that. There's no argument about that. One of the most defensive fighters that you'll ever come across. And he's won a lot of his bouts just on defense alone. But we saw something from Floyd in this particular fight that was very uncharacteristic, which was he actually, I would say after round 5, the guy actually started coming out there. Once he knew what Connor was about, he actually started swinging the fist. I'm live. That's funny. That's too funny. That's too funny. My coworker's showing me a little something, but no. Floyd did something that was very uncharacteristic. He started jumping out there, and he actually started coming out with the offense. And normally, for a long time, Connor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather fans, when you see it from the side of Mayweather, that all of a sudden he's the one being the aggressor, you're like, wait a minute, that's not Floyd's MO. But Floyd was going out there with one agenda, and that was to end the damn fight. And like I said, his knockout came 7th round, a minute and 33. It was a good bout. Was it worth $100? No, it wasn't worth $100. I feel sorry for anybody that had paid $100. Did I pay $100? No. I will raise my hand and I will tell you guys, I checked out a stream, like I'm sure many of you guys did, and rightfully so. I think it should have been given the $40, $50 tag Quite honestly, I feel sorry for the people that were there in attendance that paid as little as $3,500. I heard that was like the average price for a ticket. So, you know, I mean, look at it from this standpoint. If you did check it out, hopefully you checked out the fight from a historical, monumental standpoint. One being, okay, this is the first time in history that an MMA fighter has converted over to boxing. Okay, if you kind of had that mentality, that's why you wanted to check it out, I feel you. If you're a Floyd Mayweather fan and you wanted to check out the fight because, Floyd going out 50-0, like my man Seb had said, yeah, then this was very historic, this was very monumental, and I agree with what Dynasty 215 is saying. Yeah, it was a great fight, but it just wasn't worth $100. It wasn't worth $3,500. I'm seeing some more chats here. I'm still trying to figure out YouTube Live here because this is new as far as mobile goes, but I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you all had thought about the fight. Were you disappointed? Did it live up to the hype? Let me know. I see one commenter had said CM Punk is next. Next for what? What is CM Punk next for? What, next to fight Connor? If CM Punk is next to fight Connor, that's a fucking laugh. Like, get that bullshit out of here. Floyd's done. 50-0. He's already let it be done. Be known he's done. 50-0 is a good number to go out on. So that's all I have to say about the fight. I just really wanted to talk about the fight. So post your comments down below. Just watched the main event. It was better than the Pacquiao fight. Seb, I agree with that 100%, my man. And see, that's the thing. You know why it was better than the Pacquiao fight? Because Pacquiao went into that fight hurting. He had asked the judges if he could get a cortisone shot, and they were like, nope. So he went in there, fucked up hip and all. The guy wasn't even at 100%. So yes, if we're gonna compare this fight to Pacquiao, I think you can take any fight and match it up against Pacquiao and be like, this fight was better than the joint with Pacquiao. Austin, what's up, Austin? Last few rounds was what I liked the most. I agree. The first 5 rounds, I think y'all would be in agreement. The first 5 rounds felt like a fill-out process. They were dancing around each other, just doing little quick jabs to the face, and then kind of like, I felt a little bit of, what's the right word I'm looking for? Like they both were holding back. That's what and I'm not sure why they both were holding back. I'm not sure if maybe they were just doing it from a spectator standpoint, because let's be honest, every single form of sports in some shape or form has a little bit of, what's the right word I'm looking for? Not scandal, but put it to you this way. You give me X amount of money, and I'm gonna make sure I make you look so good, we're gonna make it to this round. This way, we please everybody. You feel where I'm coming from? So, I would have to say the first 5 rounds, it definitely felt like a lot of pussyfooting around. But then, honestly, Floyd just cranked it up. He went 180. And by round 7, that was it. McGregor was throwing some UFC punches. I agree with that to the point, and I can't end the stream without mentioning this. And y'all can back me up on this. There was a couple of times during the fight, we see McGregor, right? And he kind of looks as though he was getting ready. I swear to God, he looked like he was getting ready to do a couple of arm, I don't know if he was trying to do an arm bar, or it legitimately looked like he was trying to strike Mayweather in the back of the head, just like that. And it's like, no, you can't do that, dog. Like, this is boxing rules. And we saw him almost attempt that on like at least 4 occasions. I know there was definitely, I want to say, one that connected, and the referee was like, hey, you can't do that. Yeah, you noticed it too, right? Yeah, so it's like he did that at least, by my count, like 4 times he had did that. So that was crazy, but I'm gonna end it on this note. McGregor proved himself. If he decides that with regards to UFC, they aren't paying him enough, or if he wants to kind of go back and forth, I think he proved the naysayers that he does have a place in the boxing world. With regards to Floyd, love him, hate the man. He's 50-0. He's going to go down as one of the best defensive boxers. Notice I said defensive boxers of all time. And y'all can debate on whether or not he like is deserving of that title. That's up to y'all. But that's it. 15 minutes. That's enough talk from me. Post your thoughts down below. Let me know what you thought about the fight. I'll follow up with you guys later on this week. We'll do a new show for you guys. Give me those likes. I like seeing those likes. Google Plus, share, retweet, all that. While you watching this stream, go to sleep or go get laid, go get drunk or something. Bye, guys.